Alright, Shalom. This is Brother Gabar. And before I hop into this lesson, first and foremost, I would like to give all praises to the Most High, the true Paleo Hebrew names. Yahweh being the true name of the Heavenly Father, which means He exists, and Yahweh Shai being the name of His only begotten Son, which means He delivers. Alright, so without further ado, I would like to say Ka, Halayim, La, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Ha, Raka, Kwadash, Amamath. Alright, double honor to the apostle and elders of GMS. Double honor to my elder as well, Aharawan Banya Sharala. Shalom to the Akim, the brothers, and the women and children that sincerely believe, man. Alright. So, as you can see with this background picture, man, just for a little bit of context, this is the superhero Green Lantern, right? And the Green Lanterns, they get their powers from the rings that they wear, right? But those rings that they wear, they have to keep charged with the light, the Green Lantern light, which is the lantern on the left, the picture on the left, right? And the more the rings are charged with that light, or the Green Lantern's light, the more powerful their constructs are, the things that they're able to create and manifest, all different types of weapons and shields and so on and so forth, right? So again, just for context, man, the more the ring is charged with the Green Lantern's light, the more powerful their constructs are, man, that they're able to create through the focus of their minds. So just with that context being said, I would like to get this scripture. This is the book of Matthew chapter 6 and verse 22. It says, "The light of the body is the eye. If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light," man. All right. And simply just stating, man, keeping your eye, your mind, your heart, your eye, your thoughts on single, being single on the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, and spiritual things, man. This truth, law, statutes, and commandments, the spirit, all right, reading, studying, prayer, the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, so on and so forth, man. If you keep your eyes single or focused on those things, it says, thy whole body shall be full of light, man. Are you going to be filled with the light, which is ultimately the spirit of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. All right, but you have to charge that light. You got to keep that light lit, by charging it, through the spirit, and you charge it again by reading, studying, prayer, watching lessons, and just attending unto spiritual things, man. Keeping your mindset there, and doing things that pertaineth unto the spirit. That's how you keep your light charged, and you increase that light, through reading and studying and growing in the spirit, growing in wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, getting closer to the Father, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. All right. And again, this main thing kind of being like focus, right? So it says, the light of the body is the eye. If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light, man. And again, going back to the Green Lantern analogy, man, the more their ring is charged, right, and the stronger their focus, mental focus, or spiritual focus, man, the stronger their constructs are, the things that they're able to create. And I remember it's this Justice League movie, man, where I think it was like Hal Jordan, a Green Lantern. They was fighting somebody, I can't remember, but he created a shield, right, a barrier, a shield between like him and the opponent. And the opponent, he was real strong, so he was punching he was punching through the shield, and it started to crack. And then Batman yelled at him, and he was like focus, your constructs are starting to fade, you feel me? And then he had and then the Green Lantern, he had to lock in and really focus and make that construct stronger, So man, it's the same thing in the spirit, man. All right, we gotta lock in with the Lord Yahweh Shemi Haushah and those spiritual things that we ought to be minding, and focused on, keeping our eyes single upon, so we can increase our light, and also, man, well, first and foremost, keep that light lit, right, within ourselves and within our spirits, and then increase it and make it stronger, as the days go on. All right, and also being mindful too. Oh, that's why you got to examine yourself too and be mindful, because just like in the shows and the comics too, man, the Green Lanterns, they know when the light of their ring is like getting low, and then they'll get the lantern and stick it in the lantern to recharge it, so you also got to be mindful of yourself there too, like, when your light start getting low, you ain't feeling like in the spirit, maybe you ain't read or studied how you were supposed to, and you feel that light getting a little low, man, you got to go and recharge it. Don't just let it dissipate, because if it extinguish, you know what I'm saying, you know what you're gonna do, so you gotta tend to that light that's within you. If you started to feel it getting low, man, that's when you know within yourself, man, you gotta go read, you gotta go study. All right, you gotta go watch a lesson, go drop a lesson, shoot, sometimes even just pray, man, sit down and commune with the Lord Yahweh Shemi Haushah. All right, and man, and just keep that light lit and increase it. All right, that way you can properly fight this spiritual fight, man, because you can't properly fight with a ring and the art or a spirit that's like low on light. You gotta strengthen that light first, make it stronger, make it brighter, by putting it in that lantern, by going to the spirit, to be able to properly fight, man, to properly produce those, those constructs, man, whether it be a sword or a shield, And it says, again, Matthew chapter 6 and verse 22, the light of the body is the eye. If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light, man. All right, so you want to keep your eyes single, man. You want to keep yourself focused on the Lord Yahweh Shemi Haushah, man, and those spiritual things. All right. And I'm going to continue on. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 5, and starting at verse 14, it says, ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid, man. All right, so man, those that have this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, man, and the names of the Lord Yahweh Shemi Haushah, and believe on them in truth and in sincerity, all right, and are teaching men to do so, man, we are the light of the world. All right, we have the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the Lord Yahweh Shemi Haushah. All right, we have the Lord's treasures within our possessions, man. All right, man, that is, that's the only light, right, on the earth right now, because this earth is full of darkness and wickedness. All right, so us being called into this truth, man, we are to be that light within this dark world. All right, it says, a city that is set on a hill cannot be hid, man. The Lord made it to where, man, we're supposed to be set upon a hill, not hiding that light, but giving light unto the earth. All right, by through this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, man, by teaching, by prophesying, by professing the Lord's true names and his prophecies, and the things written in this book. All right, not only having the light, but being the light. All right, it says, neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel. Right, you're not gonna light if the intention is to shine your light and give light to those that's around and to the world that's around you. You're not gonna light a candle and then put a bushel or a covering on top of it, because that's gonna dim the light. That's gonna hinder the light. Right, so don't put your light under a bushel. It says, but on a candlestick, and it giveth light unto all that are in the house, man. So you gotta keep that light upon a candlestick, right? So it shine brightly, and everybody can see it. Everybody can see that light, which is ultimately the Spirit of the Lord Yahweh Shemi Haushah. And man, you gotta keep it on the candlestick, right, and tend to it while it's on that candlestick too, because maybe some wind to blow, or some whatever the case may be, man, you gotta tend to it while it's on that candlestick, man, keeping it strong and burning, and then ultimately increasing, right? So it says, neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick, and it giveth light unto all that are in the house, man. All right, so we are supposed to shine this light, the shine this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Shine the spirit of the Lord, Yahweh Bashimi, how shine, man. Shine these prophecies, shine righteousness and truth. All right, shine it on all this wickedness and darkness and kind, man. All right, and verse 16, just to further that point, it says, let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven, man. All right, so it says, let your light so shine before men. All right, and again, going back to that analogy, just like the green lanterns, man, they go throughout the whole universe, right, or the whole world, just like the hopeful elect, the prophets, are all over the world in the four corners of the earth, right? But they go all around the universe, all around the world, shining their light, that green lantern's light. But our light being the spirit of the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, and his knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, in his word. All right, so it says, let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works, right? You want that light to shine so they can see, so this world, and man, 2/3 of our people, our enemies and oppressors, these heathens, and Esau, you want them to see our good works towards our Father, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. All right, showing things contrary to the darkness and the wickedness and the bad works and the evil works out here within this world, man. All right, so it says, let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven, man. And through us shining our light, man, that will entice others, that the hopeful elect, those that have eyes to see and ears to hear, that'll entice others to or provoke others to emulation, man, to copy us, like, dang, bro, what's that light you got? I want some of that. Or just simply bring somebody to the knowledge of the truth, or to what's right in a world full of wrong, or what's true in a world full of lies, or what's righteous in a world full of wickedness, what's the true Lord, the power on the heavens and the earth, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, in a world full of false gods and ideologies and idols and so on and so forth, man. So we are to shine our light, man. All right, and to bring that glory to our Father which is in heaven, man. But because we are his mouthpieces on earth while he is not here, so we are to do those things, man, that's going to bring glory to our Father which is in heaven, man. His only begotten Son, our big brother, Yahweh Shah. But again, we also have to tend to that light that's within us, man, and keep focused on it, keep our eyes single on it. All right, and tend to it, man. When you feel it getting a little low, man, put it in that lantern, charge it up. All right, attend to the spirit, man. Read, study, pray, watch a lesson, drop a lesson, teach, or so on and so forth, man. All right, and then and stay focused, because the more you're focused, the stronger your constructs will be, man. The things that you produce from this said light, your reading to be stronger, your prayer be stronger. All right, the lessons be stronger, your speech, be a little stronger, all through the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man, through the Spirit, and man, that was pretty much it on this lesson. Just just shining that light, tending to that light, and staying focused upon that light, and continuing to do so, man. Forever increasing that light, man, within yourself, that the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua has given you. All right, that's our power, man. This knowledge, wisdom, understanding, man. Our power is the Spirit. All right, so we are to, man, attend to it, take care of it, nurture it, feed it. All right, and man, with that, I pray and hope that this lesson was edifying and are encouraging. And with that, I'm gonna say shalom.